McDermott and Martine Krampelj.
No, I'm good.
Whenever you're
Congrats to Xavier. Obviously, they made some big plays down the stretch, big offensive rebound on that last possession. Proud of the way our guys battled. We didn't have our A game certainly today. Xavier's size and physicality certainly had something to do with that. But we kept fighting, we kept digging, we got ourselves back in the game, and gave ourselves a chance to win it. Unfortunately, we didn't execute the last play very well. And then, I saw something. I thought Daviana had one more pass to tie for an open three. So elected not to take the timeout, obviously, in retrospect. I'd do it different next time. But still proud of my team. Really have enjoyed coaching this group, and hopefully there's some basketball left for us.
in the middle, John.
Yeah, the last play, Ty-Shon, just what did you see and what were you trying to do with the final shot?
I was trying to create a play for one of my teammates to hopefully either get a wide open three or eventually just try to get a play down the stretch to get Teeny a wide open look in the paint as well, but somehow it just didn't execute.
All the way on the right, Jeff.
Greg, you sort of mentioned you hope that there's some basketball left. I guess what would your case be for Creighton to be included in the NCAA tournament?
Well, I think we're 3-7 when we have when either Marcus was out or Damian Jefferson was out. Obviously, Damian Jefferson's still not totally back to normal and hasn't played a lot. And 15-7 against a really good schedule on the year. It just depends. It depends if playing a good schedule is going to be rewarded. We played one of the better scheduled, top 10 schedule in the country, and if that's important, then we'll have a shot. If the committee decides that it's not that important, then we won't. But I don't think anybody really knows what this new net means, how much they're going to use it. I think everybody had an idea in the past. If your RPI is terrible, you're probably not getting in. If your RPI is good, it doesn't necessarily mean you're in, but at least you're in the conversation. And I just don't know that anybody understands exactly what's going to happen. So we'll wait and see, and hope we get in. If we don't, we'll give it everything we have in the NIT.
Great side.
Greg, early in the first half, you guys were playing at a really good pace. You guys were making shots early. Did they do something to slow you down specifically, or was it more on you guys just not hitting looks after that?
Yeah, we had some, I think we had 3 turnovers in the last 7 possessions of the first half, 7 or 8 possessions. And they scored on the last 3, so obviously you're taking it out of the net. It's hard to have pace. But I thought we had some guys that maybe had the jitters a little bit. Obviously it's besides our freshmen that we're playing and sophomores in a new role. Really, this is Martine's first experience in the Garden. He didn't play much as a freshman. He was hurt last year, so it's the first time that, even though he's a fourth-year junior, first time he's experienced it. And I think until you've been there and done it, I think the enormity of it could maybe get to you. And I think at times it did us today. I just didn't think we were ourselves with our pace, with our ball movement at times. And then, we have really been flying around defensively and forcing our opponents into errors, and today we weren't able to do that. And again, that's a credit to Xavier and their ball security.
Right in front, Isaiah.
Coach, as the team went through some droughts throughout the game, what were some points of emphasis that you harped on to keep your team engaged? And as you saw, you guys were able to make a run at the end.
We've been really good defensively, really, and today, I think it was a 65 possession game, and they had 63 points. So, over the last 10, 11 games, we've held teams an average below 1 point per possession. So, we felt like our defense could be good enough to get us back in the game if we just stick to things, and we did for the most part. Obviously Hankins had a great night. A great afternoon, and some of the guys that you would probably worry about a little bit more in Marshall and Scruggs and Gooden, their numbers weren't great. The rest of the team, I think, was 15 to 45, and Hankins goes 11 of 15. So we didn't have an answer for him. His offensive rebounds, it seemed like everyone was a backbreaker. But we were fine in the huddles. We had full confidence we could get back in the game and win the game, defensively, and then with our ball movement on the other end of the floor.
In the middle, John.
Greg, just a couple questions about the end. Did you consider going big at all, knowing that offensive rebound was a possibility, I guess, on that last possession?
Well, they had
Xavier?
4 guards in, so no. Somebody would have had to guard a guard out on the perimeter. So we got him. Actually, the Gooden took a long 2, which is exactly the shot we want him to take. We just didn't clean up that backside on the boards, and I didn't see what happened. I'd have to go look at it on film to see if he just made a great play or if we missed a block out.
Gotcha. And then your last possession, I think I would imagine ideally you wouldn't want to wait till the end, but I don't know. Was that a message at all, just to hope for the last shot?
No. We had a play call that just didn't get executed. And then when it broke down, like I said, when Davion got it back, I felt like 2 guys ran at him and left Ty-Shon, and I thought he had an opportunity for one more pass to Ty-Shon. And when Ty-Shon caught it, whether he didn't catch it clean, he decided not to shoot it on the catch. And by then it was a little late to take a timeout.
Second row right here.
Coach, I'm looking at the board as we were looking at percentages. Free throws, you had 8 free throws for the entire game. Hit 3 of them, 3 of 8. That's 5 points right there. You were happy with the shot that you got because he can hit it as far as the three-pointer is concerned. But driving to the hoop, was there a reason that the fear of going down low against Xavier?
Well, obviously they've got some length down there with Jones and Hankins, and when we got in there, we missed some layups the first half. We had some really good opportunities close to the basket that we didn't finish, and while we struggled shooting free throws in November and December, we've been a really good free throw shooting team in conference play. Today we missed them, and the good news is I think they only had 12. We haven't been a team that's fouled a lot, and as long as we're not putting them on the free throw line a lot, we're good with that. We just missed our free throws and the opportunities we had today.
Last question, John.
Yeah, Martine, just what for you was the difference in the second half? Obviously you got going and made some buckets. What was the difference for you?
Just got more comfortable with the space around me. Just like Coach Mack said, that's probably the first time for me playing in here. Just, taking advantage of what they gave me and try to take it to the hoop.
Creighton, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.